because, it's still in the morning time. But I am super excited to be doing another video today, giving you guys the message and guidance needed. If you are new to this channel, hitting this live for the first time, welcome. If you are not, welcome back. Be sure to take what resonates like a regular reading and do not take what does not resonate. We don't want you placing whatever you feel should be placed in your life at this moment, creating other scenarios, right? Like, if it fits, you'll know. So, message really like bold, loud, vibrant. Um, Love is approaching you in a way where you're not going to have to feel like it's work. So if you are straight up, involved with a person, or you have been dealing with a person for some time and you don't really feel like you're getting what it is that you've been looking for, love is approaching you in a different manner. Now, for many of you, you are figuring out ways to verbalize how you feel and work that out with your partner. But it's going to take actually getting out of that Aquarius shell and blocking the unnecessary to be able to work past it if you truly feel a connection with your person. But for those of you that have a new love coming in, I feel that you are being guided to continue to really, really push and focus on yourself so that way love finds you. You're not going to have to approach love, it approaches you. So in this instance, again, I keep letting you guys know about this strawberry moon. This is the time to manifest a lot, right? Like in the sense of your personal needs. Um, but I feel like once you find the right frequency, then everything starts to align for itself. There are going to be a lot of things that try to get in your way, as far as distractions, as far as just, smart comments, remarks from things, people. Like, it's going to be a lot of things that try to throw you off balance, irritate you, and ruin the connection that you were getting ready to run into. Um, I say, good morning, good morning, good morning. Sorry, y'all. Um, with that being said, I do feel a lot of you are being called to go through a very needed introspection where you are self reflecting, where you are being honest about who you are with yourself and remaining true to that. I feel like there are many of you who feel like you've had to adapt to certain situations, whether that was a relationship or a workspace. You're having to do what's needed in order to get by instead of completely being yourself, almost feeling um, disregarded in some sense. You know what I mean? Not seen, unheard, things of that nature. So I do feel there's a way to express yourself this go around. There's a way to get people to understand, hey, this is who I am. Whether you like it or not, I am okay with me. Good morning. Good morning. So I do feel again with introspection, you are going to have the time to self reflect, being able to truly understand what it is that you want, where you see yourself, who you want to be with, whatever the case may be. But I have a question for y'all. Since I got 13 of y'all up in here, I have a question. And generally speaking, I just want you to really think about this question. When are you going to start setting boundaries? Like, at what point do you start setting boundaries for yourself? At what point? Like, when do you say, okay, enough is really enough? Um, I'm not going to deal with that anymore. I'm not going to, focus on that anymore. I won't allow this to take place. I won't allow this person to speak to me this way. I won't allow myself to be in a place of being mistreated anymore. When do you start setting boundaries, even friendships? When do you start setting those boundaries with people? And yeah, I need to know. Because my thing is like, if you, from what I know, you're a person who tends to go out of your way all the time for people, when do you start setting that boundary and saying no? It's not hard to say no. It's not. It's really not. I used to think it was too. I used to be like, damn, it's like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. But then I'm just like, okay, me not wanting to do something to appease somebody else is actually frustrating the hell out of me. So I set a boundary. I said, you know what? When people reach out to me for money, uh-uh. I won't. I'm not a ATM. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had to set that boundary. Granted, there were people in my life that I really wanted to see, you know, succeed. I never really wanted to hear the frustration out of people. And there were people, of course, who, have just been available to me in other ways where I feel like, okay, a good gesture could be to help them in this manner. But when I started to know that I was enabling people, which a lot of you enable people, a lot of you allow a person to disrespect you. A lot of you have allowed a person to play you. A lot of people have allowed someone else to continuously lie in a certain fashion because they know that a certain tone of voice or certain words will you back in. And it's like, no, that's not like, no, that's not how that's going to go. Let me read some of these because I'm curious. Where are you from? LA. Um, Indonesia. I'll be in Indonesia. Just gave you guys a little clue as to the travel vlog if you're not over there. But when it starts to steal your peace, absolutely, Lizzie. Let's go. I kept getting walked all over and used. Your energy will be sucked out of you. I just woke up yesterday and changed my summer trip. I need to take my peace comes first. Absolutely. Okay, I heard that. Shit. Can I go? They know I genuinely care about people, so okay. So here's the thing. I appreciate those of you who had a response. I really, really do, because I feel like there are so many people who honestly don't have an answer to that question. There are a lot of people who really feel like, you know what? Um, things are going to get better, which I appreciate, like the optimism and positivity that people, of course, are able to obtain. But I do feel like there is a sense of delusion when it comes down to holding on to something for so long. Being delusional is good, you know what I'm saying? Be delulu for the new salulu. If you need to pretend in order to manifest your way into certain situations, go ahead and do your thing. No one is doubting you. But when you can sit in front of somebody or allow someone to sit in front of you, having knowing that there was a different feeling they gave you. If I go from, which not every relationship is going to be perfect, you all need to understand that. All of you. But I want everybody in this moment to really think about the envy and jealousy that they feel from other people and how that makes them feel. When you have a person that you've helped, and you ask them for one little thing or you suggest one little thing to them and you now feel that this energy has shifted, right? Because sometimes a lot of the things that you want to talk about are too much for other people. Your mind, I think, goes beyond measure in the sense of being able to see and feel certain things and just know, right? So you guys have this like superpower, low key. You guys have this power to be magical, mystic. Like it's one of those things where people are really trying to figure out how in the hell do you have the energy that you have, even on your worst day. People are still interested in you. People are still wanting to know how do you do it. And I'm like, when I sit here and I listen to some of the people that I get the opportunity to do readings with, I'm listening to you guys like you guys are very dreamy people. Aquarius. I'm Aquarius too, so falls in line. But every single person didn't matter the story, didn't matter, you know, what they had going on in that present moment. You guys all have this gravitational pull to want to know more. And so, because you know that people, or may not know that people want more, you just naturally give more. So, some of you are definitely overstepping your own boundaries in the sense of extending way too far. I feel like this is the time, the season, the moment where you say, you know what, I don't really give a damn what you got to say, what you think. I got to do what's best for me and create a boundary. Anybody who crosses that line may get a reaction or not, because there are some things that I just don't find necessary to respond to. So I don't know. I had a subby ask me the other day, what do you do or what would you do? What would I do if I had a friend who um basically was talking to my man. Like, what would I do if I found out that my friend, my best friend, was having an underlying relationship with my man? First of all, he is not my man at that point. So, I mean, granted, there have been, I'm clearly saying like connections, involvement, interaction, but at that point, he is no longer mine, right? Um, some people like to share. Most Aquarius I know, we're stingy as fuck. It's either mine or not. You know what I mean? Um, but the question led up to, would you be able to mend fences with the friend after knowing that? Or basically leave them both high and dry, right? My biggest thing is loyalty. My biggest thing is loyalty because I feel like with loyalty comes trust. I don't necessarily have to love you in order to gain or hold on to someone's loyalty. There doesn't really have to be like love involved for that. Loyalty means, you know what I'm saying? If I need you, you're going to show up without questioning me a million times as to what it is that I need. Trusting is holding a fucking secret. But with loyalty, we don't necessarily have to have any secrets. There doesn't really need to be any like deep measure to that other than knowing that how I show up for you is how you gonna show up for me. Whatever you do with other people, baby, keep it cool. But if I get stranded and I need some fucking gas, knowing that there's been a million times you needed gas and I showed up, I'm expecting you to pull up. Whatever you're doing, you're stopping. And you're coming to bring me some damn gas. So I'm just like, where is the loyalty in fucking with your mans at the time? Trust is everything. Trust is everything. Like, I have to really be able to trust you really for you to even be in my space. Like, trusting energy, trusting that you won't fuck me over, trusting that you won't lie to me, trusting that you just won't throw me under several buses. Yeah, I do have to trust you. But I think a lot of people are looking for validation in a way where they are seen, right? And so I'm needing everyone in a moment, even myself, to figure out, how do we balance out trust, loyalty, and love? Because this person was dating a person that she had known for 10, 15 years. And they had created some type of connection, some type of friendship where they trusted each other in each other's space. But he wasn't loyal to her. He wasn't loyal to her. He sit in her face, vice versa. She'll sit because baby wasn't all together either. And she was honest about that. I wasn't always, which is karmic as fuck. This is a very toxic relationship at this point. So a lot of you should really be asking yourself, do you even want to be with the person that you have been investing time with for X amount of time, or is it just comfortable? Again, creating a fucking boundary and not dragging people along with you. Friendships, family, co-workers, leaders. There are some people in position at work right now who don't know how to lead. They see more potential in you than themselves in that moment because you naturally have this ability to be a leader. And that brings me to another point in life in general. And then I'm going to let y'all go. You guys have to understand, you guys are healers and you are natural teachers by nature. Like, some of you can't control that. So when you find yourself being randomly frustrated, when you were going through like just weird ass moments where the energy and the balance feels completely off, it's because you are soaking up everything around you. You are literally an energy magnet looking to release. The best way to release is getting back outside, grounding yourself, cleanse your mind. Like, so many of you have been stuck and confined in this space. As soon as you get off work, you're going home and you're getting up under the covers and you're not doing shit. Get out, work out, clean up, take a walk, clean the car, clean the closet, under the sink. Like, there's a lot of things to be done in order to stimulate your mental at this moment. And I feel like many of you, when I was married to my ex-manager, like a king, catered to him, tired, started getting physical. Yeah, nobody deserves that. And love doesn't hurt. That's what I'm gonna leave y'all off with. Love does not hurt, babe. Love is pure, love is genuine, and it fits like a puzzle piece. It slides together in a way where it's like, wow, it just works. I may not know why, I don't know what the bigger picture is, but at least I got the pieces going. You know what I'm saying? You're never really gonna have the full picture with love, and that's what's magical about love. Love is universal. Love is fluid. So as long as you're looking to adapt, love adapts with you. It kind of flows. It kind of wraps itself around you in ways that you didn't even know you needed it. In whole time, we're expecting love, comfort, happiness from the physical being another person, when in reality, it starts inside. That's spirit alone within you. If you're able to say, you know what, I can walk in a room and not have anybody walk beside me, maybe that's power. You don't need any extra validation in order to just stand tall, be who you are, go in and make shit happen. You don't need that extra validation. It feels good. It feels good to know that people understand you, they acknowledge you. You know what I'm saying? They express verbally that they love you, but at the end of the day, that's all good. It's just an addition to what I feel in here. So many of you are going through this low level frequency because you've allowed a love, a connection, a conversation, something to attach to you so deeply, it's maneuvered your whole entire aura. You are now basing life off of something that someone else said or did. Have you guys ever stopped to think about, like, damn, maybe that person just doesn't deserve me? Like, maybe, maybe I am a healer. I've gotten this person from point A to fucking Z, and now we're here in the middle of some type of chaos because I've allowed my emotions to take over. People are getting ready to run after you, honey. Even if a person has done you wrong, dirty, based off of their insecurities, that person is now having an awakening as to how they've messed up. I can guarantee it. Anybody that you've ever encountered is reminiscing about just the energy you gave them alone. So the physical, if that was a thing, was just an addition to what they've already taken as far as notes from the energy that you gave. Your aura really, like, created something different in their life. It shifted a lot of gears. Some people just weren't prepared for that. People have to deserve you. And I feel like today we need to really think about creating certain boundaries. Just because a person shows back up in your life, ask how you're doing, wants to see if everything good, doesn't mean that they deserve a placement in your space. So I know for a fact many of you are going to have the past surface and you're not going to know exactly what to do. It's going to seem very confusing. What does this motherfucker want? What could we possibly talk about? Like, this is what you did. Because a lot of you were honestly dismissed, if I'm being honest. A lot of you were dismissed, and it doesn't feel good to be dismissed. It doesn't feel good to feel like you keep giving, 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 and receiving nothing at all. The bare minimum is never really okay for an Aquarius at all. So create that boundary. Understand that you are exactly who you need to be in this moment. Having this video surface for you is just a clear message. You are on the right path. Love is approaching you. And a lot of you may or may not be prepared, but I do want you to know you don't have to make a move in order for this connection to take place. All you have to do is be yourself, be comfortable, get to know you more, and allow that to be the thing that coats you, right? People love authenticity. There's a lot of fake going on in the world. So being real, being honest with yourself, sticking to your boundaries, sticking to your needs and the things that make you feel whole is going to be important. Whatever, whoever that is approaching will find you in due time. So I hope that you all are encouraged to have a good day. Don't allow anybody to ruin your day. There are going to be a lot of things that try to block you from maintaining positive energy, but I release all that negative energy from anybody. We got shit to do. Financial needs, meeting, love, meeting, personal connection, meeting, boundaries, made. We're going to go ahead and we're going to have a good Tuesday. I love you all, and we out.